What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Will Reichert has it all teed up. And away we go from Dublin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Another carry for him. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a first.
First down, Browns.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. Down the sideline inside the 30. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 6. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 9. flips just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
McCarthy throwing right away. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
That is all-out effort, Kate, to make the catch. Putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception. And some more targets are clearly coming his way in the future.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Ready. 60 Bison. Ready.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they bring him down around the 34. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that gives them the first.
At the 34-yard line.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. He finds space into the red zone. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Elks finish off their opening drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group. All 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Elks respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Buckets, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
3rd and long for him here. We'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Coy Bojorquez, to handle it. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. And after the punt, the offense comes out onto the field. And they're going to be backed up deep in their own territory to begin this one. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he gets him around 6 there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Third and just 2 to go.
Set.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Ready? Come 19. Come 19. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cut.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hutchinson reels it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain.
Ready?
Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 79 Bronco. Go.
Looking to throw, McCarthy has the connection to Hutchinson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Second and 3 now.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Ready, ready.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Let's go now. Ready?
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that first down. Well done.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Go. '70 Lion.
As the play clock threatened to run out, we get a timeout called by Kevin Stefanski. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
Set up. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Set. Cowboy 80.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Addison going in motion right. 3rd down run by Hubbard. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Elks take a second quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Elks break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Go, Lee. Go.
2nd and 13. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. At the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner. They've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33.
Ready up.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
2nd and 10. McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Into the hands of Jefferson. Complete. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Half the 60. Half the 60. Ready.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Ireland. The Elks looking for a score just before the break.
Let's go now. Check go.
Here's 2nd and 7. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They've got 1st down from the 31. McCarthy throwing here. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Go.
From the 24. He's on the move. He's contained at the line for no gain. Award that tackle to Michael Hall. 5 men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming.
Warrior 70.
Now it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Hubbard hauls it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. 2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready. Track at 60.
Now McCarthy. He has the touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Reichert on for the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Elks break that tie and now lead by 7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Drops to a knee, and that pesky final second runs off. So we're to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready! 70 Timberwolves! No!
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, here we go! Check go!
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Okay, ready?
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go, set!
Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This play goes for 36, and it'll give him a first down.
It's really hard, Kate, to get 100-yard games, right? Defenses in this league pride themselves on keeping rushers short of 100, but if you're going to hit that century mark, it's going to take runs just like that one.
Let's go now! 19, 18! Hut, hut.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Connects with Hubbard. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Come on, come on. Ready?
Here's a give to Hubbard. And he's able to get this down to the 13. A 5-yard gain on the play. And they'll have first down.
These aren't the plays that will lead highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice gain by the back. And now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 6-yard line.
Set up. 19 Lions.
On play action now, McCarthy. And in for the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird
Ooh.
in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Or maybe like a
know
Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
Well, the kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Elks double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the choice to leave the end zone going to cost him just a slight bit as he's out a little short of that 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. This one goes off right tackle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Throwing from the gun. That's complete, David Njoku. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Well, they will certainly take that kind of passing from the rookie out of Miami as he gets them the first.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, it was such a privilege for me living up in the Pacific Northwest and covering the Legion of Boom. But when I see it play like that, all I see is number 25. Richard Sherman. Yeah, he could run his mouth and he could talk with the best of them, but he walked it with tackles just like that.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Elks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Here we go, here we go. Trap 60. Ready?
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Pass is caught by Addison. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
Here we go, set.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Check, hurt.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Come on, set. Check, bobcat. Go.
They're throwing it. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Go.
2nd and 10 now. Thrash hauls it in. And he drives this across.
Ready.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Set up. Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
Pass play coming here. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
And the Browns first down.
Throwing it again here. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Intended target there was David Njoku. And it sets up 2nd down.
On the set. Let's go. Street.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. On the move, headed right. This one falls incomplete.
Well, that throw just got away from the quarterback a little bit. I'll tell you this. I do love the escapability. I mean, it is such a key in today's game of football, really at any level. Some tough circumstances, though, to try and complete that one down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
And go track, go track.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Elks take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickel back. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Stephanie!
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety.
Result of the play is a safety. Will Weicker to kick off.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. And not the way to follow up that safety. They send the free kick out of bounds. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a corner in this league, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
They go play action here. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Elks will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Take over.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Launches one deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster. QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Go! Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
And they'll bring him down after an all-right gain. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Ready up.
This is Hubbard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up. Created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
10. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 28. Connects with Thrash. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
Ready. Head straight.
From the red zone now. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns get it back to within 1 score. Down inside 2 minutes now. They're going to line up to try the onside kick. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. Needed to try it. We all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Headed out right. That's Jefferson. He's got it. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be a 1st down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. Has room into the secondary. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Elks have a commanding 14-point lead now in the fourth. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Forced out to his right. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've learned how valuable sacks in the pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their first sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Here he is to throw. Escapes out to the left. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Elks get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Hutchinson wheels it in. And he's in, touchdown! The Elks make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Elks stretch their lead to 21. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. And he gets what he can by diving down, but they're still backed up a ways to begin this series. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And we know how...